Hello, this is Taylor. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm doing an assignment for the Introduction to Music Production on Coursera.org. And that assignment is that I have to teach you something we've been learning during week 1. So I'm going to be teaching you all about the important cables that you're going to need to know about whenever you're working in a studio. So let's get right into it. The very first cable we're going to talk about is a 1/4-inch cable, also known as the instrument cable or the TS cable. This cable has two parts, a tip and a sleeve, and it's also a single conductor cable. So the signal is sent along the single conductor, and the outer sleeve is there to kind of protect it from noise. But single conductor cables like this one really are susceptible to noise. So this is not the kind of cable that you want to run like 100 feet of. You want to use less of it and you get less noise or less chance of noise. 1/4-inch cables go into guitars, keyboards, whatever. It connects your guitars to like a microphone preamp, and so on and so forth. So you'll find that a lot of your gear is going to need one of these, so that makes this cable important to have, and important to know about. Okay, the second cable we're going to talk about is also has a 1/4-inch connector, and it's called the TRS cable. In my cute little drawings, I actually wrote TSR, and that's not right. It's the TRS. So thank you in advance for extending grace. Anyway, this one has two conductor cables and a shield. Sorry, I said that wrong. So this one is a 2-conductor cable with a shield. There you go. This cable is at the end of some headphones because it has 2 conductors, and headphones normally have like a left and a right channel. So you might be familiar with the TRS if you have a pair of headphones like that. So this TRS cable is like the TS cable times 2 kind of, because it has 2 conductor cables and then obviously the shield. So if you're going to be using it, so if you use it to send 2 signals, you could call it a stereo cable, right? But it also has the ability to send just one signal, and if it's just sending one signal, it acts as a balanced cable and rejects noise. So that makes it a pretty cool cable. The third cable we're talking about is a balanced cable, and it's called the XLR cable. This is your standard cable used for microphones. Also similar to the last cable we looked at, the TRS cable. It has 3 connectors, but it's designed for mics. So it's never really used as a stereo cable, but instead it's totally balanced 100% of the time. So if you can set up your studio or your stage to run more XLR and less TS or instrument cable, that'll reduce noise, and that's great because it snaps into your mic, so you can move around without coming unplugged, which is always good. The last cable is the RCA cable. You've seen these. You use RCA to hook up your video game consoles and your DVD players and etc. In the studio, these are useful if you want to plug in like a CD player into your pro gear. These are super simple. They are single conductor cables. They are unbalanced, so they're susceptible to noise. So you might want to look into buying like a simple adapter that goes from RCA to a 1/4-inch cable like the TRS. The last thing about RCA cables are normally things that you connect RCAs to are assuming what's called a -10 line level, and your pro gear is most likely assuming a +4 line level, so watch out for that switch whenever you're mixing. Okay, well, cables are a huge part of working in the studio, so get to know them really well, buy high quality ones, and replace them whenever they get worn out and old. You know, whenever something sounds messed up, you know, it's more times than not just a bad cable somewhere. These are just 4 different types of cables. There are plenty more to look into, but I hope this lesson has been useful, the information has been sufficient, and that you've thoroughly enjoyed my drawings. So thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.